Welcome back. This is BestRadio.co.ke, Kenya's first online radio station, and this is Block with Silva Kido, happening every day of the week from Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. They call me as Silva Kido, baddest #1 online radio presenter. Nandania studio, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been looking forward to meet this brother. My brother, last time we checked, the last time we met after prayers, Mustapha Kido, I'm heading to South Africa to do something amazing. Now when I come back, I would love you to have a sit down with me so to compare a story. Due to demand, due to peer pressure, people have been calling, fan base radio family have been calling. Allow me to introduce to you Hassan Boro, aka Mustapha Konvict, an accountant, entrepreneur, security firm owner, degree holder, private CEO under Bikes Association of Africa. First Borana, by the way, to fall in love with bikes. Mustafa, welcome to Best Radio to see the KE.
Asante sana. Thank you for having me, brother.
Are you happy? Excited?
Very much excited, Yani. Super excited, Yani. This is the moment that I've been looking for. I've never thought in my life there's something that I can do and it will bring me to a situation whereby I'll be able to talk to millions of people through media. Because there are some things that you can do and it go unnoticed.
True.
But this one has been noticed. So it makes me to go on and on and on. And also, despite all that, there are many people that I was able to motivate. And to actually show to them that it's possible. Kila kitu inawezekana. As long as you put your mind into it and you sacrifice everything that you can, inawezekana. Hakuna kitu ngumu.
It's all in your mindset. Now, people don't know this, but allow me to tell you this. Riding a motorcycle from Durban streets to Nairobi streets. This is 6,000 kilometers away in 6 days. Mustapha Konvict, congratulations for that. Now, people want to understand, people want to know. We would love to hear from you. Who is Mustapha Konvict?
Mustapha Konvict is a passionate biker and entrepreneur, businessman, business owner, security firm owner, and also like someone who loves inspiring, or giving life to people. When your hopes are low, I'm that person who will come and tell you that there's this and this that it's possible that you can do. So I'm that type of a person. Yeah.
Wow. That's so inspiring from you. Mustapha, so many people want to understand this. With your background, a Muslim background, coming from a community,
yes,
from Northeastern. When did you can you recall your first time you saw a motorbike?
Yeah, this is how I started my motorcycle journey. First of all, my parents don't love motorcycle. Even the time I went to South Africa to buy a motorbike, they don't know. They were just told that I'm in South Africa, I'm buying a motorbike. Walishika kichwa wakasema, wow. Because 1 week before I met with my dad told me, okay, it's good that you've sold your previous bike and I'm happy that you're buying a car. So my dad knew all along I'm buying a car. Mzee aliposikia niko South Africa, alishika kichwa akasema huyu si wangu huyu. So nilianza kuride time ya COVID. At that time people were idle, nothing, just staying at home. So I googled and nikaangalia which hobby that I can introduce to myself. Nikaona there are so many masafarelari na nini huwezi fanya. So ndo nikaona kuna bike. Then coincidence, because at that time I was still a fitness, because by there professionally I've done a fitness up to master's level.
Wow.
Yes. Before ningia biking, mimi nilikuwa gym instructor for 12 years. I know how to make someone lose weight. I know how to make diet. I know how to coach, all that fitness.
Mashallah.
And I've also competed in bodybuilding. Kenya bodybuilding, they know me. Mustapha Konvict in Kenya bodybuilding. I have a big name. So at that time, I met with someone because I used to go run behind Kasarani during COVID time because it's fitness. I used to take my clients there. So there's a guy that I met. Okay, he passed away, unfortunately, not from motorcycle, but mob justice. So he was doing fitness, and I met him with a big BMW bike. And at that time, I've already started researching about bikes and where to train and everything. So when I saw that bike, he just removed his helmet. We started chatting with him. And then now my fear were confirmed now that this is now exactly what I want. So he told me there's a difference between private bikers and also border guys. So with private bikers, you just there's an association that you join, you register, you make sure you have your NHIF, insurance, everything, and then you start riding. There's a school also you will go. It's professional. So he explained to me in details. Then I didn't waste time. After 1 week, I went to MRT, Modern Riders Training, the best school in Kenya right now, ranked for training bikers. It's called MRT. Big up to that guy, and it was Mika Wanjala. So he taught me. So he gave me 20 hours on the road and 20 hours in the field. By the time I'm done, I bought my first motorcycle on 80cc. I started pushing for like now 3-4 months. During COVID, I used to ride. Fuel the bike, the fuel were very cheap, I think 80 something shillings, and then ride within Nairobi. Then I realized, okay, watu wako home, watu wako board, na mimi niko kwa barabara. Na enjoy scenery, na enjoy view. So that's how I started. So as time goes by, I started now to understand this biking has different category. There are super bikes where they are racers and they are adventure guys. So I started falling in love with adventure bikes.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, Mustapha. I know you have a lot to share with us, but in the next few, we're gonna go back into details about now you riding your first bike, your first journey out to Nairobi. But for now, Usaniari be a mood, but one and only major playing right now on Base Radio to CO the KE. 16 minutes past 3. Coming next for you, some watch by one and only legendaries. Tuna play legends back to back Nishitsky with some watch. Now, if you're tuning in right now, remember this is Base Radio to see you the KE. As well, you can find us on my Safaricom app. I'm being joined by one of a Kenyan man, a young man. Alieka degree kando, akaeka superstar kando, akaenda downtown South Africa, akaride all the way from Durban to Nairobi, 16,000 kilometers in 6 days. What an achievement. Mustafa, you've mentioned to me earlier on, tumekuwa tukizungumza when you fall in love with a bike, your first ride, your first time riding bike ilikuwa wakati ya COVID. How was the experience, how did it help you, how did it made you now become who you are today?
Okay, ever since I started falling in love with bikes and adventures, it has made me in so many ways. First of all, it has made me connect to people in a way that I've never imagined. When I ride, let's say I post, I say that today I'm riding to Mombasa. I will going to see people lining on the road waiting for me. We take we take photos. We start talking about my journey. They like the bike and everything. So by the time I'm planning now my trip to go to South Africa, get a bike, and then ride all the way to Kenya, I have already, through my social, I've met millions of people. Like now, as in a good example is in Zambia. There's a policeman alitushika kwa sababu ya speed. Akatuachilia kwa sababu alisema he's my fan, he's been following me.
Wow.
Yeah, akanambia, I know today you posted, you are leaving Lusaka, and between Lusaka and Pika hapa ndo niko best. Nimekuachilia, I'm your fan. I really wanted to meet you. I took his number. He said he's a senior policeman in Zambia. The guy who alinigongea passport Botswana, he's my fan.
Wow.
Passport yangu mwenye aligonga Botswana, an immigration officer. After that, akanambia, don't go, we have to take a photo. Line ilipopungua, someone else came, we went outside, we took a photo, then he came back. So in South Africa, I was hosted for free. And now it has changed my life in such a way that there are corporate companies that have shown interest in me as a biker because what I'm doing is big. I'm reaching millions of people. In my inbox, you'll see many people are saying, I never liked motorcycle, but because of you, I want to start training and riding. In my home, there's a guy who has 3 Mercedes-Benz. I'll share with you the photos and everything. This guy, he has already started training for bikes, and he's soon be going to South Africa to get his first motorcycle, which he said, I want the bike like yours, BMW R1200 GS adventure bike. So the bikers in Kenya, I was able to market them out there so that they are known. Me riding from South Africa all the way to Kenya, traversing all these countries, carrying Kenyan flag.
6 countries.
Yeah, it made people in this country realize that Kenyans can do this. Wow, it's great. So that's how I have touched millions of people.
Millions of people.
Yeah.
Mustapha, your story is so touching. Your story is so inspiring. I'm imagining myself starting to ride a motorbike. Guys, what do you think about me riding a motorbike? Should I start? I've never.
Okay.
I've never ride a motorbike.
You've never ridden.
But nitaanza na ile ingine ya nduthi.
Exactly.
Alafu ndo ni upgrade.
Process, unajua hata mimi nilianza na 180cc. Nikaanza ku upgrade, nikakuja 600cc. Nikakuja mpaka 600, nika downgrade tena to 390 kwa sababu ya skills. Ndo sasa nikakuja 1200cc. So unapata with biking, it's a step. You have to, the first step is go to school. But I tell people, go to professional school, because with professional school, you'll be able to get the right skill and the right mental attitude on the road.
Okay, coming back, we're going to discuss about the mental attitude, about the training schools, the viable training schools in the country, why one need to go to school to learn about motorcycle, because tunaona in Kenya there's high rise of motorcycle accidents. I don't know zinatokea wapi, but I know for sure we're going to come back with more details. But before we go into that, I've got some watch. Nyashinsky playing on Best Radio to see you the KE. If you're tuning in right now, please send your questions to me on 0716-250-933. What do you think about Mustapha journey? What is that one thing you love to ask Mustapha about his journey from Durban to Nairobi City? Yumba Paroti Vununu featuring Kapi playing on Best Radio to see you the KE. If you're tuning in right now, this is Best Radio to see you the KE. They call me Silva Kido. Now as well, you can find us on my Safaricom app. Remember, Best Radio is live and active across all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Unatu add pale on Best Radio _ ama namna gani? Inakuwaje Mustapha?
Fresh.
Mambo top.
Mambo safi kabisa.
Mambo amazing.
Mambo ni kama ile bike yangu yani. Hakuna pressure.
Ni kusonga. Pale kwenye socials watu wanasema nini?
Watu niko na mtu hapa hivi anasema okay, anasema nitumie kizungu. Eric Rusatsi. Now we are going to use English. Alafu there's somebody here saying DJ Bin. He's saying if my bike uses chain or shaft. My bike uses shaft. And we have DJ Bean has the same question. How much fuel did it cost? That one I can't account now, but it has gone past my budget because at some countries I used to go at high speed. So I mean, with that bike, if you go high speed, you burn a lot of fuel. So I still have to go and calculate how much money I've used extra from what I budgeted, but it's over 120,000.
120,000.
Exactly. Andy.
Wow. Mustapha.
Yeah.
I want you to make me understand what made you drive fly all the way to SA and then ride, you managed to ride your bike all the way from Durban to Nairobi City. Why?
There are so many reasons. And one of the reasons is as an adventure rider, a person who loves adventure, it's good to test your limits. I've done it in Kenya. I've visited almost every county. There's nothing I've not seen in Kenya. So I decided it's time to break the boundaries. And the only way to break the boundary and to call yourself a person who have done it is to ride from South Africa to Kenya. When we were kids, we used to see the wazungus carrying bags in their bike, and when you ask them, they're telling you, we've come from South Africa, we've come from Europe, we've come from Asia, we've come from America, you know. So in my biking, the way I've seen adventure being done by many people, I've seen people breaking boundaries. So for me, I just wanted to test my limit. And the only way that I can do it is to prove that it's possible, riding all the way from South Africa to Kenya. I've done it in 6 days. I've done 6,000 kilometers. I used to cover 1,000 kilometers average in a day. So that is the reason. And I've realized that I can do more, because the moment that I finished that trip, I realized that, okay, I can do more. Like, this is not enough for me. I need more route. Like now, I just want to tell my fans that coming December this year, there's a trip that I'm planning. It's going to be 15,000 kilometers.
Higher.
This year.
Inamaanisha ni how many?
2 months. I'll take 2 months, the whole of December and the whole of January. And for me, when I post my trip, it's live. Wherever that I am, it's live. Yeah, if it's this country, I tell them I'm in this country and this is what is happening. So for me, it makes easy to engage with my fans.
Okay.
And for them to love these adventures, because I believe there are other people who can travel, but through me, they're able to explore all these countries together with them. So basically, that is the reason. And to be on top of my game.
To be on top of the game. As we're coming back, we're going to discuss now, of course, kuride kutoka South Africa mpaka Nairobi so easy. That those challenges, you know, how did he manage, Mustapha, to maneuver around? Of course, alihitaji pia kuwa na kabudget kidogo. Fuel pia, consumption sio mchezo. Safety is very, very key. Did Mustapha had friends maybe to help him maybe navigate, you know, and then plan the route plan vizuri. Alafu pia, kama kuna kitu special ambayo alifanyika kwenye barabara, I don't know, kama Mustapha alipatana na amazing fans, wakapiga picha, wakashare memories, we're here to find out in the next week. But for now, keep it BestRadio.co the KE. Lil Minor, Sincere coming next for you on BestRadio.co the KE. Hoyako 10 Tones featuring Mutori and OT coming through for us 41 minutes past 3. This is BestRadio.co the KE. As well, you can find us on my Safaricom app. My good name is Silva Kido. We've been discussing a lot about, you know, bikers in Africa, Mustapha journey to South Africa. Mustapha, while you landed in South Africa, how did you manage to maneuver? How did you manage to purchase your bike? What is the procedure? Okay. And then how did you start your journey?
What happened when I landed in South Africa, before I had built a good relationship with bikers in South Africa. So there's a group that is called Bikers of Africa, BOA. So what happened, Bikers of Africa, it's a group that helps in any biker who is traveling around the world and they don't know where they're going and they need maybe things like direction, where to sleep, if they want to be hosted, anything, you know, like they can do everything for you. You don't have to pay them. So I had already built my relationship with them. So when I arrived in South Africa, Bikers of Africa picked me, showed me where to sleep, and also took care of everything, my bills, everything. I spent nothing in South Africa. Until today, the relationship that I've built with Bikers of Africa, any Kenyan who will be able to travel to South Africa, they will get the same treatment.
Nice.
How did I get my bike? I had already built like myself in South Africa, started knowing people because my social media is big. I had already met guys like Dr. 911, who has 1.2 million followers. When he traveled to Kenya, I hosted him. And also I have done research many times. So I've already known which website to go, which dealership. Because in South Africa, when you want to buy something, you must use dealership. So I bought my bike in Cape Town, a company that is called Tex Motorcycle. So I've done, I did all my paperwork. So what they did is they shipped my bike from Cape Town to Johannesburg.
Okay, that's
because
how many days?
My host was in Johannesburg.
How many days?
Just a day.
Okay.
Overnight. Because I could, I could not be able to travel to Cape Town and do the paperwork. Oh. So the easiest way was eka your bike kwa lori, mpaka ikuje Johannesburg. So the paperwork is insane. Buying bike from South Africa is not buying like something easy, and then you bring it. Guys, there's a lot you need to do. You need to do police clearance. You also need to get a logbook. The bike has to be transferred to a South African for you to travel with the bike. So the bike cannot be transferred to your name. So all those things, and then you have to swear affidavit. They have to do the registration. They have to do they have to prepare a manifest for you. They have to attach all the documents from police. It's a lot. If I'm going to name them, it will take time. So in short, the paperwork took like 2 weeks for me. Because sometimes you come, the system are low, the system are this and this. 2 weeks, I was just chasing paperwork while riding around South Africa. So after that, when the paperwork now was done, it was my time for me to go. But my experience in South Africa is biking community is big. Right now, biking is not in Kenya only. The community is not in Kenya only. The community is in Zambia, because Zambia bikers hosted me. Botswana bikers hosted me, but unfortunately, they had to come from Gaborone, which is around 350 kilometers. So I told them, no, don't come. Where I am, 350 kilometers, it's a lot. 700 kilometers for you, no need. So bikers in South Africa, they hosted us when we were traveling. The day we were leaving Johannesburg, they pushed us all the way from Joburg up to Martin Drift border post, which is around 500 kilometers, to and fro 1,000. In Durban, the same thing. We had bikers like a guy called Amastembiso, who pushed us all the way up to Pretoria. Then he slept there. So now you can see the people who have actually made this thing possible is the bikers of Africa. I want people to go to Facebook and follow them. When you need bike, when you did anything, to know about bikes, where to go, and all that, information about bikes, you have to go and talk to them. They are not there to actually make things hard, them there to make things easy for you. So I think because of the bikers of Africa, it was easy for me to travel and to come back. Because in all these countries, my safety was guaranteed, because it was easy to meet with the bikers in all these countries. When the Zambians are waiting for you, the road is clean, nothing will happen. TZ, Botswana, SA, the
same.
Yes.
All right. Moto Kotea Mbali, the council featuring Lemless, and we come back with more details. Welcome back. This is Best Radio to CODKE, Kenya's #1 online radio station, and my good name is Silva Kido. I'm being joined. We've been having conversation from the last hour, 3 p.m. Now we're heading 4 p.m. by one and only Mustapha, a biker, rode all the way from South Africa, from Durban, South Africa to Nairobi, 6,000 kilometers within 6 days. Mustapha,
yes,
just a brief one. How is it easy? How was it easy for you just to maneuver in South Africa, buy the bike, and start your journey? And how was your journey up to Nairobi City? 6 countries you can mention, but there's the countries.
Okay. First of all, remember this journey was planned. It was planned in such a way that my route has already done. I knew where I'm going to sleep. And if its place is risky, I had alternative of where to go and sleep. So also how, again, it was easy. Everything you have to plan. So I think my planning was good and my planning was well. So the day that I started my journey, I pushed up to, because I knew the first day I was supposed to cross Martin Drift, a border post between South Africa and Botswana. Unfortunately, we arrived early, but unfortunately, after we cleared our bikes, we entered the Botswana side. We were told that side is actually risky, especially with the new bikes. Izo bikes zitarambwa. Our agent told us in Botswana, he said, your bikes are new, they are beautiful. So because we told him we can't proceed, we need to sleep here. He told us no. go another 100 kilometer, a town called Palapie, and that time he's telling us it's 1 o'clock at night, saa 7 ya usiku. So okay, our adrenaline was high. We said no, we can't afford to lose our bikes. So we pushed saa 7 ya usiku. We arrived at a small town in Botswana that's called Palapie, 100 kilometers from the border post. We slept there. We arrived at around 3.
Hamkuwa na police station hivi?
Hakuna mali yani wangetusaidia because we needed where to sleep. Okay. We didn't wanted so many stories. So we arrived at around saa 9 ya usiku because again in Botswana you have to go easy. There are so many animals on the road.
Zebra.
When you even elephants, because we've encountered 100 of elephants between Martin Drift border post and Palapie, crossing the road
every time.
Yeah. Some even just grazing next to the road. Botswana has billions of animals, you know. So we pushed, and then there are so many cows on the road. Cows, so many cows. So when we arrived in Palapie, we slept there. And then now the next morning, we pushed from Palapie up to Kazungula, a border post between a border post between now Botswana and Zambia. Now you can imagine within 2 days we've done South Africa, Botswana and Zambia because we arrived at 7. So we had to sleep in the side of Botswana. Then the next morning we went to on the side of now Botswana, cleared, enter Zambia. Now Zambia is hectic. Traffic. We stayed over 9 hours at the border.
Why?
Trying to clear our bikes and papers. Zambia need to copy Botswana and South Africa. In fact, the places that we were cleared within 10 minutes, South Africa, we brought our papers fast, we are out. In Botswana, we also didn't take long. Apart from the day that we arrived on the first day, there was a delay, I think because of the system. So Zambia need to copy. Zambia need to change, Mazen. Zambia wasted our day, the whole day. And our papers were done early. After that, we crossed. It was at night. We had to go to Livingstone and sleep. So the thing that I can talk about the safety of the bikes is don't sleep at the border. Especially the border of Zambia is risky, and then the border of Martin Drift, which is now the South Africa and Botswana side. Always avoid sleeping at the border if you have a bike. That's what I can tell you. If you're going to sleep, make sure you get a secured place. And for you to get a secure place, you have to get there early. We used to get there at night because we were pushing, we were spending time with the guys who were supposed to clear us at the immigration. That was just the challenge. But any other thing on the road, it was just okay. Apart from arrested in Botswana, fined like twice, paid 500 pula, which is 14,000 Kenya shillings. Botswana road are beautiful. They are very beautiful, but only the speed is the problem. You have to go very easy.
We're going to come back. We find out how Mustapha was arrested and fined twice while in Botswana riding. Inakubalika Matata featuring Watenda Willie taking us through. It's Kwablokana Silva Kido Extra on Best Radio to see the KE. Mustapha, pale kwenye social watu wetu America, UAE, Qatar, Dubai, Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania wanasemaje?
Tuko na jamaa hapo hivi anaitwa Eric Rustasi. He's watching us from USA.
Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. And then now we have Michael Gitobu, all the
Big
way
up
from Qatar. Alafu we have Ajibu from Saudi Arabia. Jamaa kutoka Namanga. Fanya kazi huko.
Mashallah.
Ametune in mbaya. Alafu kuna jamaa hapo hivi anajiita Boni from Zambia, Lusaka,
Zambia.
Big up Boni. Ilibeda. That's why nakwambia biking is global. Biking imebadilika. Ile time walikuwa nasemaga nini accidents, nini negative about bikes.
Narratives.
Sasa hiyo naye imepita sasa. Sasa saizi nataka kuwaletea sura mpya ya biking, new face of biking. And the new face of biking is somebody from US can ride to Kenya and somebody from Kenya can ride to Europe. Somebody from Europe can ride to South Africa. That way, and the whole community become one. That's the way Bikers of Africa is planning to unite all the bikers in Africa to become one group.
Would that be possible?
Very much possible, because now it has happened. I've tried the system and it has worked. I was hosted in Zambia by the bikers in Lusaka. We were hosted in South Africa by the bikers. It didn't happen in Botswana because those bikers were coming from far, Gaborone, which is like 350 kilometers. But you can see all these countries, it went on so well. So it means any other person who is actually traveling, they are able to get the same treatment I get. And for me, what I'm fighting is all the bikers to be equal. Doesn't matter the bike that you ride and CC, where you come from, nothing like that. A biker is a biker. So you can even do your bicycle and you'll get the same treatment as a biker.
Like any other person.
That's what I eat.
Now, Mustapha, this year, which plans do you have?
December and January, inshallah, God willing, I want to do a garden route. I'll do 15,000 kilometers. I'm going to do coastal to coastal, Atlantic Ocean, all the way to Indian Ocean.
Nice.
All those countries that are surrounding Atlantic Ocean, from Angola, I'm going to be there. Namibia, Cape Town, East London, Maputo, TZ, all these countries. So we're going to go interior up to countries like Lesotho. For the first time, we're going to be there. And also Zimbabwe, Harare, Tete, Mozambique, Maputo, Tanzania. So all these countries, Walvis Bay, Angola. So we'll touch on this. So it's going to be one of the longest trip that I'm going to do in December, and like I'll take 2 months.
2 months.
So guys, there's something coming. If you are in these countries, I'm going to share more. And the good thing is sponsors have come out. I won't mention them, but yeah, they have shown interest and they are going to sponsor my trip.
How do you feel when sponsors are coming on board as we wind up now?
I'm feeling so good. It gives me a feeling that we bikers, we've started getting appreciated the same way artists are getting sponsored for their music and their concert and their shows and everything. Now bikers are getting the same treatment. So biking is being taken seriously. Only by our fellow riders, even by corporate big people out there. Yeah.
All right, Mustapha, your social media handles?
All my social medias, Mustapha Konvict. Facebook, Mustapha Konvict. YouTube, Mustapha Konvict. Instagram, Mustapha Konvict. TikTok, Mustapha Konvict. Twitter, Mustapha Konvict. So Mustapha Konvict is
across all.
Yeah. Across
all right, shukran sana for tuning in. Until next time, same place. Kwa block na Silva Kido. Mungu akitujalia tupatane next time. Gary Nirengi Wakadinali featuring Starboy playing on Best Radio. Let's see you all the KZ.
This is Base Radio.
We are 254 to the core.